Every week I help you find fun places to go with friends and family here in Jax. I talk about local food, local craft beer, and local events. That's what I do. I know Jax. Eat local, drink local, and be local. I have a great show for you this week. We're going to start out at the RiverTown Community where Sarah from Hottie Dawgs is joining me at the grill, and she's making dessert. I didn't know you could make desserts on the grill, did you? And it was good too. I'm also going to Amelia Island to visit Marlin Barrel Distilling, and then the Gadget Guy is going to talk about breakfast eggs, and I'm going to talk about craft beer events. But let's start with dessert first. So we're hanging out, grilling and chilling here at RiverTown in Fruit Cove, and I've got my good buddy, and I do say good buddy, we can hang out, Sarah from Hottie Dawgs. And when I said I wanted to do something grilling and chilling, she said, can I do something different? And I said, yes.
Because I do more than just hot dogs.
You do, and then you said, can I do a dessert? And I went, on the grill?
Yes.
And you said you're doing
Bourbon peach cobbler.
Bourbon peach cobbler on the grill.
On the grill. The sun's going down.
It's perfect.
It's dessert time. It's after dinner.
And bourbon is involved, so I'm saying yes.
I like bourbon.
Yeah.
I haven't found anything, like any dessert yet that I couldn't
Put
add
bourbon to and make it better.
Yeah, nothing.
Especially while you're cooking.
Yeah, and take a sip and then you
It's sort of like wine.
Right.
One for the cook and one for the pot. Cool.
Ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right.
You know, this really hits me in my heart.
You like peaches.
I'm
you
a
like
Georgia
bourbon.
boy.
Yeah. So we have peaches.
Loving it.
They're already sliced.
Got it.
So here's our pretty peaches.
That's what they look like sliced.
Magic of TV. Bam.
Boom, bam.
There they are.
Sliced.
So we're gonna add a little sugar.
Okay.
And we're gonna add a little bit of brown sugar just to give it that caramelly flavor.
Sure. Bourbon.
And bourbon.
Got it.
And then we're gonna add a little bit of cornstarch.
Oh, cornstarch.
It helps
Make it all together.
make it all kind of meld together. Give it not too watery when you're done.
Right.
Give it a little stir.
Oh, it gives it some body. I can smell that bourbon. What kind did you use? I'm just curious. Say good.
It is, but I took it from my husband's stash, so I can't
He
tell you what kind I use because he can't
But it's the
know.
good stuff.
It's the good stuff.
Sorry.
Sorry, honey. So we're gonna put it in a cast iron pan.
You got some
Our dough.
flour in here
I've got
already.
some flour in there already. I'm gonna dump in the butter.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna do it old school. You're gonna chop it.
Oh yeah, that's how.
So
that's
I
how you
learned
get
how
it.
to do that too. Oh, that's nice and soft butter too.
Make sure we add our baking powder.
Some more sugar, more
little bit
brown
of
sugar. I can't get too sweet.
You can't. Not with the bourbon.
No, not with the bourbon. It'll take.
If your peaches are overripe or just on the hint, if they're really, really
Yeah.
sweet, add a little bit of lemon juice just to bring out
Okay,
the tartness. And I know we're doing peach bourbon, but at home I do blackberry bourbon, I do blueberry bourbon, whatever you want. I haven't found a fruit that didn't work.
I've heard bourbon enough times to say yes.
Sure. Yes! So now we've got that all mixed in. We're gonna add buttermilk.
Yeah, of course, because you're in the
buttermilk,
South.
right?
Duh.
Now, if you want to, you can add some vanilla extract to the buttermilk. You can add, that wound up a little bit runny. It'll be fine. Probably need a little bit more flour, but I already did that in the one see, now I thought ahead and I thought, Joe is never going to be able to wait
I don't want.
the 45
I'm not a
minutes that it
patient
takes.
person. You know this.
So what you do, once you put this in the pan, is you turn the grill on
Right.
to about 375 to 400 degrees
Okay.
on one side only.
So okay.
All your burners are only on one side. They're off over here.
But
so
you put it on the side
over
that
here.
there's no
so
flame
it's
under.
baking.
Got ya. So there's no flame underneath
There's
it.
no flame underneath it. It's baking.
Oh, look at that.
And then we have a beautiful peach cobbler over there.
That's a pretty cobbler. And the smoky flavor comes into it?
It does, and the bourbon comes out so nicely. And
No, that's
you need
amazing,
whipped
yeah.
cream. So we're gonna cut into this. I wish I
almost
had a
too
better
pretty.
spoon.
It's almost too pretty to cut.
Do you smell the bourbon, can you?
I can smell the bourbon. I can't wait to taste the bourbon.
Look at that. Throw some of those peaches up there.
Okay.
There you go.
Now,
That's like a shortbread crust. You like that bourbon?
no, it's not terrible. RiverTown, First Coast's new hometown. Didn't that look delicious? I never thought about making desserts on the grill before, but that's one of the reasons why I love my job. I learn something new almost every day. You know what they say, you can't teach old dogs new trick? Well, this dog is proving them wrong over and over again. I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iknowjax.com. I often say I have the best job in Jacksonville because I get to visit a lot of different places and meet a lot of interesting people when I make stories for the I Know Jax TV show and website. And as you know, I often refer to I Know Jax as a mom and pop business because I Know Jax is not owned by a media conglomerate and I'm not a TV station employee. So I know what it's like to be a small business owner. I really enjoy meeting other business owners in our area. And I got to meet Roger, the owner of Marlin Barrel in Amelia, and I asked him how they came up with all the different flavors.
One of the things I think most people don't know about like craft or craftsmanship when it comes to spirits production is our flavors. We have many flavored products here. We have vanilla bean espresso or pineapple rum or smoked pepper vodka. Those flavors aren't coming from a chem lab. There's no, here's 2 drops of some ester put into a big vat. We actually work with raw agricultural products to get all the flavor that we use here. And it really makes the product stand out. It makes it unique, it makes it special, and it's something we're, personally proud of, so.
Yeah, well, I think being Florida-based has got to help you when it comes to that as far as getting great agricultural products to work with.
Yeah, I think Florida is really such a great agricultural state. So the 3 cellos we have a tangerine, an orange, and a grapefruit. And so what's not there is a limoncello. We could do lemon, but people just identify that with the traditional Italian limoncello. Sure. So we wanted to accent in the early days here the Floridian in us with those 3 fruit choices. And we use bird peppers from the B&D sauce guys. So they're down in kind of South Duval there.
Sure.
And those bird peppers, we smoke them on cut up bourbon staves and then put them into a vodka that we made from molasses sugar. So it has kind of almost a little bit of a smoky, viscous, and it's a great Bloody Mary, complement. Really, that's the intent. And so using Florida and local agriculture to accent and just bring it into the bottle. I mean, that's definitely. Most of our products carry the Fresh from Florida seal, and yeah, definitely, we want to fly the flag of Florida. We do have the largest portfolio, so the number of products and types of liquor that we produce is the breadth of is something that sets us apart. So we make liqueurs, so we have 3 cellos, we make 5 different rums, we have 3 different vodkas, including a flavored vodka and a gin, and then also a great whiskey.
You've got 13 products now. How many will you have in the next year or 2? Are you looking to continue with your expansion?
Yeah, we are definitely, we still have a project list. We don't do a spice rum, so we're working on an apple spice rum right now. And that will probably complete the core of the rum portfolio that we have. We're looking at a barrel-aged gin. We're looking at a flavored whiskey. A few other things that we're going to hang on the end of the product portfolio list, and then call that the core base. But to be honest, you know, the government gave me a license to make booze, and you know, we want to use it. So we'll probably always have one-off and seasonal and fun experiments. You know, we worked really hard to get down the road on a blueberry lemon zest vodka this year, and we just ran out of time in blueberry season. You know, we did pineapple rum instead, and so some of it's just, you know, so many hours in the day. But 13 products in 3 years for a company that only has a few people and doing a lot of other things, it's a good start, and a few more will help kind of round us out. And you know, the more we do, the more we see people respond to what we're doing as well. You know, if you don't like gin and we only did gin, well, what options do we really leave you? So,
Right.
So having, basically we have a product in every major liquor category except the agave spirits. We don't have agave here in Florida. We probably will never do that. But, you know, liqueurs, rums, gin, whiskey.
Sure.
We have an offering at all those.
Cool.
But we've got some unique products as well. And people like that, and they like craft, but you know what they really like? They like local. They like to be able to connect and identify. That's the point to small scale things happening in our world again. It's been happening in beer for a while. It's happening now in spirits. You know, you see it in creameries and, I mean, all sorts of businesses.
Sure.
And that return to local, what's supporting that is people enjoying connecting with the things in their community and feeling a sense of pride. And so it's always been front of mind for me to make sure we do our best to represent the place we do business in.
Now, if you haven't been by the distillery yet, you need to make a trip up to the tasting room. You can taste their products and buy some to take home as well. Here at I Know Jax, I do my best to support local businesses because local businesses do not have the kind of marketing budgets that big box stores have. They have to rely on word of mouth and people like me to get the word out. So when you go and visit a local place that you found on I Know Jax, please let them know. It really helps me and it helps you too. Here at I Know Jax, we do our best to support local businesses in the community. Visit our website to find out how we can help promote your business on iknowjax.com.
Call Joe directly at 904-345-0755 or visit iknowjax.com/advertising.
Hey, and welcome to What's Brewing in Jax. Every week I take a look at what's happening in the craft beer scene in the Jacksonville area. I'm at Really Good Beer Stop on 3rd Street in Jax Beach, and today I'm having a little raspy by 6 Point. All week there's a Go Ruck food drive going on right here at Really Good Beer Stop. This event is organized by Go Ruck, and all donated items will go to Beam. And this is how you can help. Bring 3 items from the list on the flyer, and as a thanks, you'll receive $1 off any pint of craft beer. The Go Ruck food drive continues till September 15th. On Thursday, September 13th, it's Crooked Can Brewery Night right here at Really Good Beer Stop. The rep Skip will be on site talking about beer and Crooked Can. We've just entered the month of September. I mean, the kids just went back to school, right? So I was surprised to see that we're already entering the time of year when we have Oktoberfests. It's time to dust off your Tyrolean hat, lederhosen, or your dirndl and get ready for fall season. And first up is Intuition. Their annual Oktoberfest is coming on Saturday, September 15th. They'll have lots of games, stein holding, and brat tossing on the agenda. There's live music, German sausages, pretzels, and of course, beer. Tickets are $10. Intuition Ale Works Oktoberfest takes place on Saturday, September 15th from noon to 6 p.m. Southern Swells is not celebrating Oktoberfest yet. Instead, they're having a can release on September 15th that will delight all you IPA enthusiasts out there. First, they're releasing a triple IPA called Awkward Morning. They're also releasing cans of another IPA in a galaxy really close by. Plus, a limited release of tomorrow's going to be an Awkward Morning glassware. And by the way, the IPAs will also be available on draft on release day. All that happens at Southern Swells on Saturday, September 15th, starting at noon. Sunday, it's time for football, and this is going to be an important Sunday game because the Jaguars are facing the Patriots. Our Wolf is having a special tailgating party. The San Marco Merchants Association, Aardwolf, the Bearded Pig Barbecue, Bold Bean Coffee Roasters, and Good Dough are joining together to throw an epic pre-tailgating party. You can get teal beer, great barbecue, donuts, and cold brew. The tailgating party takes place at Aardwolf Sunday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's it for this time. Now, if you want to try a little raspy by 6 Point, you need to hurry here because at Really Good Beer Stop, they rotate their 20 beers on tap all the time, so there's always something new. Cheers. Jacksonville Beach's ultimate craft beer and growler store. In my job, I have to work ahead in the calendar, so I'm always working on next month. Fall is one of my favorite times of the year because it's a great season for craft beer. I love Oktoberfest beers, and fall usually brings more stouts. And the other day I saw online that pumpkin lattes are back, and my heart sank. Come on, people, we're not even through September already, and we've got Pumpkin Mania. Let's just talk about kitchen gadgets. How about that? I just wanted to let you know that I'm now sending out the Insider every Tuesday. You'll get tips and ideas for cool things to do, plus you'll find out what I'm up to and where we're filming next, that kind of stuff. You can subscribe to the Insider on my website at iknowjax.com. So I'm hanging out at the Atlantic Beach Brewing Company with my buddy Jeff Spear, the Gadget Guy. And today he's going to teach us all the fun things about soft-boiled eggs. Okay.
So one of the things that I find...
I see a pirate peeking at me. It's got me a little off my game.
Yeah,
sorry.
we'll get there.
All right.
So one of the things that I find that's interesting in doing my research is that there are lots of kitchen gadgets, lots of cooking tools, but for eggs,
there's good gazillion.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is just for soft-boiled eggs.
And some
today.
actually work.
That's right. I'm always a little skeptical, even these, but I've tested them. They work. Okay. Hey, let's have some fun.
Sounds great.
Okay, so the first is, these are two different models of the same product.
Okay.
There you go. These are made by Brainstream. This is a beef egg classic. This is a beef egg pirate.
Okay, for cooking your beeping eggs.
That's right. You store them with your eggs in the fridge or wherever you keep them. When you pull out the pot, fill it up with water, you put your eggs in, you put these into, they float.
So it goes into the pot?
In the pot.
Okay.
Okay, as the pot gets warmer, it'll ding. When it gets boiling, it dings again.
Okay.
And then you have 3 settings.
Okay.
And so each time, so for soft-boiled egg, it'll play a song.
Oh, Susanna, why not?
Yeah. The pirate plays pirate theme song.
Okay.
You have a second setting, which is a little bit more hard-boiled, but not solid.
Okay.
And then the third one is hard-boiled.
All the way hard-boiled.
Yeah.
Hard-boiled.
You know,
so you got the Goldilocks modes. You got it.
And it's fun. And I checked it out, and I did the first one, and it was soft-boiled. The second one was a little bit harder, and the third one
So
was
it works.
Yeah.
How about that?
Amazing.
A gadget that works. We love those things.
So once they're cooked,
Okay.
you have your cup or wherever you're going to put the egg,
Right.
and you need to open it up. Now, some people just crack it open and spoon it out and put it in a bowl.
Tap it with a spoon, go crazy.
Some people like to put them in a little egg cup, and when you do that, you need to open up the top.
Okay.
So this is a traditional egg topper.
Yeah. Looks like a
It's
piece
got
of scissors
these
almost.
teeth here, it's like jaws.
Yeah. Don't put your finger
And
in
you
it.
put it over top of the egg when it's soft-boiled,
Right.
and you just scissor it closed, and it crunches the top off, and you just pick it off.
Okay.
Okay? One way. It's the most direct.
Okay.
Okay? The second way, and I'm actually going to cut, this is a raw egg, but this is called Craig, C-R-E-G-G.
Okay.
This is also made by Brainstream, same people that make timers.
The beeping egg guys.
Yeah, and it's got these tiny little cutting blades on it. It's a lot like a glass cutter.
Okay, cool.
So when you put it on top of the egg, just do that, and then it's easier. I'm sorry, it's easier when it's hard boiled. But you can see the top was cutting off.
Okay.
And then the third way to open the egg, this is made by Rustla.
Okay.
Okay, this is just a vibrating thing. You put it on top of the egg like this.
Okay.
Actually, better on the narrow end. And I have to put the egg down because I don't want to crack it. But you pull this up and you...
Okay, that
so when
sounds,
you've got
that
the cooked
seems
egg, you hold
violent.
it together and you just do this. And it's got a little edge.
Okay.
And it actually etches a thing up. And then you just...
Tip it off and it goes right off.
Yeah, I didn't think this is going to work.
That's sort of a Rolls-Royce version too, right?
It is. I mean, Rustla is considered best of breed
Right.
for most kitchen tools.
Right.
And so this is quite nice. And there are other models, other makers, copycats of this.
Cool.
But it's a nice tool. So anyway, you get to make soft-boiled eggs. You've got lots of ways to do it. And if you don't like soft-boiled eggs, we can talk about scrambled and omelets another time.
Exactly. Well, listen, if you guys are interested in any of the things you see here in Gadget Guy segment, you can go to iknowjax.com/Gadget Guy. Underneath the video, you'll see links to all of the products. And if you're interested, you've got something you want to ask questions about, or you have things you want to suggest, you can always email Jeff.
Absolutely, and I'll send you a reply right away.
Sure you will.
Sure I will.
We'll see you on the next Gadget Guy.
See ya.
Now, before I go, I wanted to let you know that I've started something new. I'm uploading the episode to my website already on Thursday, all for your viewing pleasure. That's it for this week's episode of I Know Jax. I'll be back with a new show next week, but before then, I'll see you on the internet.